Speaking of which, in triathlon, in marathon running, in distance, in cycling, it's been proven that putting athletes on a heavy, low repetition strength regimen, the kind that doesn't really add muscle but just makes you stronger neurologically, and it makes them race faster. So once you're stronger, everything becomes easier. How much stronger you need to get, that will vary. In the Soviet Union, they had something called the model athlete. So they figured out that for every particular event, your odds of succeeding are going to be much higher if you're able to, squat this much or bench this much and jump this high and so on and so forth. And this is easy enough to find these numbers for your individual sport and talk to various coaches. For people who are not competitive athletes, who just want to enjoy life, you just need to think about having a reserve of strength for whatever it is that you might do. So look at some PT standards in, let's say, in the military or in law enforcement and possibly apply them to yourself. I don't want to impose my set of standards because there are many different, like I might prefer, pull-ups and X and Y and Z. But if we're looking at strength as the foundation for general physical preparation, right? So there's such a thing as general strength preparation, that's part of that. There's also, special strength, which is sport-specific work, that's different. And there are different ways of getting this done. But as you and I know that certain exercises are going to have a great carryover outside these particular exercises. So as long as you're mobile, as long as you're symmetrical, and those are the things you have to address first, you need to look into work of Gray Cook, for example, then strength has to be your priority. Once you have reached a certain level of strength that's appropriate for your sport or appropriate for your lifestyle, at that point you can just maintain it and focus on other qualities. So I will give you an example. Soviet scientists, Vysochin and Denisenko, they measured a number of athletes in 20 different sports, athletes of different levels. So they evaluated various quality. One was absolute strength. Another was rate of force development, pretty much power. And the third is the rate of muscular relaxation. So how quickly the muscle can relax after contraction, which is very, very important. And they have found that strength grew just very little from the intermediate level to the advanced level. There's not a lot of